Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Chef Vic Cuisine. Today we're making a sticky toffee pudding. Now this is a 5-star quality comfort dessert. Coupled with a decadent toffee sauce, this is a real winning ticket of flavor. So let's get started. All right, so diving into this recipe, the star of our dish are 5 ounces worth of dates that have been pitted. We want to roughly chop them into about this size of pieces. We're gonna place these chopped dates into a medium-sized heat-proof bowl, and we wanna add in about half a teaspoon of baking soda. We're gonna toss all the dates with the baking soda until they're all evenly coated. Now you want to pour in about 1/4 cup's worth of boiling water over the dates and press the dates down with a small plate or a large spoon so that they're all completely submerged in the boiling water. You want to allow these to soak for 10 minutes. And while those are soaking, in the bowl of a stand mixer fitted with a paddle attachment, we want to add in 3 tablespoons worth of unsalted butter that's been softened to room temperature, with 6 tablespoons of light brown sugar. You want to whisk those together on high speed until they become light and fluffy, which should take about 1 to 2 minutes. Now with the mixer on medium speed, we want to add in 1 large egg and mix this until it's well combined, scraping down the sides and the bottom of the bowl to make sure the ingredients are well mixed. With the mixer on low speed, we want to add in half a cup plus 2 tablespoons worth of all-purpose flour and half a teaspoon of baking powder to the mix and whisk it until it's just combined. At this stage, you want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 176 degrees Celsius. You want to puree your dates using either a blender or an immersion blender until the consistency looks something like this. You want to pour this mix into the batter in the stand mixer and mix on low speed until it's well combined. Now you want to grease and flour 2 10-ounce ramekins. You want to first start with a thin layer of butter, brushing that on all the inner parts of the ramekin, and then use just enough flour to dust all the insides of each ramekin. Any excess flour remaining in the ramekin, you want to tap out of the ramekin by hitting it onto the counter. Now you want to divide the batter evenly amongst these prepared ramekins. We're going to bake these puddings for 31 to 33 minutes, or until a toothpick can be inserted in the center of the pudding cake and come out mostly clean. After that time is up, you want to remove them from the oven and allow the cakes to cool for 5 minutes before we invert them onto a serving plate or tray. So while our cakes are baking, we want to make the toffee sauce. In a small saucepan, we want to add in half a cup's worth of unsalted butter, 1 cup of light brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of whole milk, 2 tablespoons of heavy cream, 2 tablespoons of corn syrup, and a large pinch of kosher salt. You want to whisk all these ingredients together until they've melted over medium heat or 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 176 degrees Celsius. You want to bring this mix to a boil over that same heat, and once it's boiling, keep stirring it for about 3 minutes until the mix thickens. After that stage, we want to remove this from the heat and whisk in 2 tablespoons of bourbon. I like the effect that it has when you add the bourbon. It looks like a potion you're making. So you want to make sure you stir all those ingredients together and then allow this to cool before we pour it onto our puddings. And if you greased and floured your ramekins pretty well, the pudding cake should easily come out once you transfer them onto a serving plate. Now you want to spoon on as much or as little of the toffee sauce as you'd like onto each of your sticky toffee puddings. If you want the flavor to flow into the cake, you can use a long toothpick to create holes in the top surface to allow that sauce to flow in. A garnish I like to add in for each of these sticky toffee puddings is a large dollop of dulce de leche ice cream. adding some more toffee sauce right on top of that as well. With that, you can serve this immediately and enjoy. Congrats, you've just made sticky toffee pudding right at home. You can also try adding chopped nuts such as pecans or walnuts into the pudding batter for added texture. But as is, this is a phenomenal dessert and I can't wait for you guys to try this. And when you do, be sure to tag me at Chef Vic Cuisine or hashtag Chef Vic Cuisine so I can see your great takes on this dish. As always, this recipe and many more can be found in my cookbook, Chef Vic Cuisine Volume 5, Mastering Your Inner Chef. That's available on Amazon, and I'll be sure to leave a link to that in my description box. And feel free to click the pop-up on your screen for more information on that as well. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed learning how to make this dessert, and if you did, make sure you smash that like button for me. It's one of the best ways to show support for the channel. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you click that subscribe button too, and feel free to share this recipe with all your family and friends. And stay tuned for another really great recipe for the holiday season, my thumbprint cookies. These are really easy to make, and I can't wait to show you how. Well, thanks again for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this recipe. You can always check out more recipes just like this one on my page now. YouTube thinks you'll like these videos, so let's see if they're right. And I'll catch you next time on another episode of Chef Vic Cuisine. And until then, peace.